Hey there, this is Scott with Showing Austin. Today I'm going to show you how I took these video clips that I made in CapCut from an image to video, which you can do of course with any video, how I stacked these for a vertical video to use in stories, reels, TikToks, etc. So it's a quick tutorial using CapCut to do that, and let's get into it. So what I've done in CapCut to stack the photos on top of each other for a quick short idea is I've taken my original template, and you want to immediately go and change that template to 9:16. So you've got what's going to appear to have very tight space for a couple images. I've also made a template here, more of a guide. So with this guide, you're going to take a 1080 by 1920, which is the dimensions of a story reel, etc., and you're going to basically divide that in half like I've done here and use it as a guide. So what I'm enabling myself to do is basically use that guide and line up photos on top of each other and make sure that they're going to look as good as possible. The nice thing is, yes, you're going to have some overage. So for example, if I've got these two images that I want to stack together as my first image, in CapCut, you want to align your cursor to see them both. So I'm going to take that first image and I'm going to bring this down so I can see it better, as well as I'm going to zoom out a little bit more so I can really see this template better. And basically you're going to be able to line up these two images as you want to. And I'm using the guide gray on top, black on bottom to allow me to know to make them basically as equal sizes on both ways. So bottom line, the bottom wants to cover the black, the top wants to cover the gray, and then you'll know you're basically in line. And you can repeat that with each two that you want to have in your story, etc. You can change the order all you want here. So let me go ahead and stack up everything I've got, and then we'll fine tune it. Not too worried about the order here because you really do get the picture. I have the intro first, the outro last, as you can see here. You want to spend some time and make these clips the same lengths. You may change that, as I would, once I bring music in, and if I align the beats to the music with CapCut, which I can do another video for if you want, then you can change those lengths for the song to match the beat if needed. But basically, you just can continue on this after you put the two together, and you just want to, let's make this a little bigger. This way you can crop in, like I might want to take out some of the floor here and even the top. And by doing that, you're always going to have the ability to kind of crop in all you want. Of course, the one that's on top is going to be the one that overlays, and you have to be careful of that as well, meaning that it's going to overlay up, on top of the bottom one. So you want to make sure you're inside the gray on the top, inside the black on the bottom, and so forth. So that's basically how I do it. I line them up, each one of them the way I want it, like so, and I'll just zoom through this a little quicker so we can see the idea of the final product here, which you can envision once you line these up the way you want. And you can center them, include or not include what you do and do not want in there. And we've got two more. I like to put the kitchen before the bathroom because it's usually going to be something you see before a bathroom. But we want to kind of take it only to that end of the gray here, maybe line it up a little better. And with the bathroom, I might line it up first and then crop it in and show maybe more of the sink and less of the shower, that kind of a thing. So you have your options there. And lastly, I'll just take my final shot of the bedroom here, as well as my outro bedroom here. I want to obviously maximize that space. In my outro, it's pretty much free form because an outro of some text that basically falls in like that. These aren't pictures, these are your video clips. So they're going to be moving in a story reel, TikTok, etc. And it's going to be two videos playing on top of each other as one. We're not going to line, I'll go ahead and line these up really specifically, try to keep it within a 30-second window and keep the guide there as well. So when I come back and add music, it'll all end at the same time on CapCut. One thing to note in CapCut is right here you have the track magnet, and here you have auto snapping. I have the main track magnet turned on right now. It kind of helps you snap things into place and line it up a little easier here. It looks harder than it is. Then you can also do auto snapping, which gives you this green guide to kind of let you know when you're lined up in that regard. So it's kind of a matter of preference there. There you have it. So let me play it back and you can get an idea of what you got here. You've got a stacked video, and of course changing those top and bottom as much as you want. You can export this and use it Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, etc. And you've taken your image to videos and you've made a short clip. I've gotten mixed reviews from realtors and property managers on this. Some love it, some don't like it because there's a little too much to look at. So let me know what you think. We've got the 30-second short here, vertical, etc. We're going to go ahead and hide this guide just in case it came through a little bit. It looks pretty good here. We're going to go ahead and hide the guide, and heck, we can even remove the guide for now. I'm going to go ahead and drop in some music I got from Melody, licensed music. We're going to bring it roughly the same amount of the clip here. Now with CapCut, if you haven't tried it already with music, it's a really amazing feature. You can actually set beats 1 and 2. Beats 1 are a little further apart, really nice for a longer video. For a shorter video like this, I'm actually going to go to these beats that are a little closer together because I can use longer clips. Going back to the beats 1, they're lined up in here. I have to reduce these clips because I can't make them longer. So we're going to go AI beats 2, and we're going to basically line up these clips with a beat closest to the end. And it's good to take them both together, put the marker where you want it, and line up with the marker, which is also going to be, by the way, the best way to have them finish at the same time. Always want to slide them over first, find the beat. We're right there. I'm going to leave that be. That's going to be just fine. And then moving to the next one, let's line these, slide these over. That beat there looks just fine. So once we set that first beat, sometimes you might be pretty much on your way to get it how you want it. So we'll continue on here. This might be a pinch long. We're going to bring them both in just a dab, line it with a marker. We'll bring our next two over. We'll line up to the last possible beat. We do need to bring these over just a pinch. And lastly, that last 2 frames, we'll bring them over. We'll line them up to that last beat here, which is pretty much going to be a fade out anyway at this point. Now you can either bring in the fade there, or we're going to just go ahead and cut it off and then do a 3-second fade out right there. Now let me play it for you, see if you can hear it, so you can tell how they're going to change at these beats and really make the video sound pretty good. Thanks for watching.